Hey everyone, I got another video review for you. This is the Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Sinnertwin, the Terracon, one of the three that came out in Wave 3, finally. They've been showing up in stores and whatnot, and I got my hands on one at a local Walmart, thankfully. Yes, he is a two-headed dragon-y thing, as usual, and of course he comes in this package. You can see there's a bit of the CG render and really, really nice artwork there, and Transformers logo and all that stuff. You can also see on the back, there it is, the CG renders again, and hey look, the Prime Masters you can buy. Power Masters, How will the fierce Terracon Sentry wield the power of the Primes? You get Prime Armor, all that jazz, and hey look, you know, all that stuff you can do. So that's the package. Pretty straightforward, as per usual. And you got Sinnertwin in his alt mode. His two-headed beast mode thing. The camera will focus. There we go. He also comes with instructions. They're the usual fare. Nothing particularly special about them, but yeah, you got instructions. Woohoo! Now, the assault mode. Two-headed monster. You got little purple horns, red eyes, a little bit of silver on the teeth and on the legs there, and on the back here. You got bits of stuff picked out. He's got two tails. They don't move at all. His heads are there. It's a good looking mold. It's actually a heavily remolded version of the snarl mold. So it's has a lot of things in common with it, including these shoulders and this little annoying door for transformation. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice little mold. Mold and mode. This he can move his rear legs back, forward and back, and his front legs can move forward and back on this shoulder. They can also move outward. You got a swivel and an elbow, I guess an elbow of sorts. So you got all that stuff. His heads cannot move back, left and right. They can only move up and down. See that up and down? If you move it too far up, then you just this massive gap. His heads are all on ball joints though. The neck you can move up and down. And then the heads are on ball joints themselves. Look pretty far down and kind of far up. Little tiny bit of wiggle, not a whole lot. You can twist them left and right if you want. And the mouths can open. You can do all that. It's pretty nice. Only far, and I just wish they could, look left and right. That would have been great, but they don't. They do not, which is unfortunate. Now, of course, there are the other Terracons. And of course, there's Hunger, which is the first one I had. And then Ripper Snapper. And the other two from this wave, you got Blot and Cutthroat. You got Blot and Cutthroat. So that's pretty nice. Oop, Blot's off to the side a little bit. Fix that a little. There we go. Yeah. See, all of them together, finally. Been all waiting. Some people are still trying to find Hungers, just because apparently Wave 2 distribution has been, well, crap. A lot worse than I thought it was, turns out. Who knew? Ripper Snapper's apparently pretty easy to get, though. Go figure. Well, it's actually kind of easy to get Hunger. You just got the problem is you got to buy Elite 1 for the most part, and a lot of people don't want to do that. But yeah, Sinnertwin here comes with his gun and his Prime Armor. Gun can be, pegged on to the top here in this hole if you want, or on the shoulder. The instructions I think want you to do on the shoulder. And then you've got the Prime Armor, which you can plug in however you want. Whatever 5mm port's available. And of course, because it's all Prime Armor, you got that come out. You could Prime Master in there. Forgot to grab a Prime Master. So here's the the Terracon one. I am just not. But here's the Terracon combining thing in lieu of a Prime Master, but same basic thing as usual. Nothing particularly special there. Only the difference is, oh hey, look, it's a different color than Ripper Snappers, because they're all different colors now. Oh no. All the Prime Armors are different colors. Anyway, of course, he can transform. And to do so, first we're going to start off with, let's see, how about leg mode? Yeah, leg mode's the easiest from here. So first, well, it's actually pretty easy. First thing you got to do is take these tail pieces and move them down all the way to the back here. They don't really clip in or anything. They just rest there, but they're pretty solid. You take the heads, move them down like this, unclip them. They unclip from there, move them down, move the heads up. I actually like to rotate. The instructions don't do to do this, but I like to rotate them up just so they're facing upwards like this. And then this bit right here, you move it down and let's see, yeah, I believe it's, no. That's right, okay, yeah, okay, we're trying. I got just brain fart, but yeah, you move it down and there's this little notch here, right there that goes over this tab. Instead of brain fart, I couldn't remember which way it goes because there's two different configurations. You know, just these lower legs you want, I like to move them up just a little bit. And then take the peg out. And of course you take one of Hunger's feet. Like so, and pop it in. And you're done. That's Sinnertwin's leg mode. Pretty straightforward. Pretty easy. Although I did kind of goof up and forgot where the legs went. Go me. But yeah, pretty simple. Pretty nice actually. I like having this. I guess these as knees because then they can kind of go. You know, his legs can attack you. Knee biters. But yeah, going to arm mode from here. It's a little more complicated, mostly because of this crap right down here. First thing is move this peg down like that, out to the side. This head pretty much stay where they are, but you want to undo these arms and, well, go ahead and there's these little joints right here. There's these armatures. Move them up and lock them into place. It's pretty solid actually. They're not going to move. Get them out of the way like this, just so out of the way of this stuff. You want to move these legs out of the way, just because it's going to be this doorway is going to, or doors, I guess, are going to be a pain in the butt. You got to open this up. And mine is really tight. It's a lot tighter than Snarl's was, even though it's the same mold. So, yeah, you got to open this up. I'm not sure how common this is, but yeah, this one doesn't like to open. There we go. Open that up. And open up the legs all the way. Extend them out. Good chance that you're going to have to peg them back together like this. So I'll peg back together. There. Peg them back together. And just take this piece right here, flip it down, close this back up, and line it all up so that it does close up. Like that. Close these back down. Move these legs back down. Now take these arms, flip them around right here, and then they peg in, there's a little notch here. They'll go over this peg right here, or tab. Line it up and do the same on this side. Tab it in. It's not a super solid connection, but it's more or less to guide it. But yeah, it works. And finally, twist this whichever way to get the leg you want. Nice thing about these hinges is, you know, you can have this stuff on the forward side. And of course, you can then take the prime armor in, make a fist. And there you go. You got Sinnertwin's arm mode, which can do a bunch of stuff, including the good old bicep swivels and elbow bends and all that jazz. All that stuff. Pretty decent arm mode. And of course, you can take him to robot mode, which from here is not too difficult. Just gotta take those back, straighten them back down, rotate them back forward, split the legs apart. Like by doing so, you gotta open this back up, split the legs apart, close this back up, close the legs up, both sides, make sure closed up. So, flip this back down. Rotate the arms back around like this. So after untabbing them, take the paws, I guess, and rotate them back and tab them in place. Then you take the backpack, move these heads back out, open up the backpack, move the head out, click into place, close up the backpack, and move the heads down. Like so. I like to keep them down like this for this mode. And finally, take the hands and pull them out. And there is Sinnertwin's robot mode. And he looks really good like this. I like it a lot. I actually like it a lot. It's kind of an odd shade of yellow, but it works well with this green. It kind of reminds me of Weird Wolf or Wolfwire now. He's also a little off camera. There we go. I'm going to raise this actually a little bit. There we go. Yeah, he looks pretty good like this. I like how it looks. It's a nice thing. Backpack folds away cleanly. Most of his stuff folds away cleanly, so he's not super hindered or anything by any extraneous robot bit or monster bits. He also got his gun, which of course he can hold like that. Done. Easy. He's got a little Decepticon logo right there. A little tiny one on the shoulder. I also like the new purples that are popping up and little reds and silvers on the chest. You know, again, see detail on the legs, which is on the beast mode, but yeah. Beast mode. Got beast words in the mind for a good reason. But yeah. He also prime armor, which of course can pig in. Like so. It's still silly. I don't really care for this much, but you can do it if you want, or you can hold it. You can hold it as a weapon, store on the shoulder, however you want to deal with it, or just leave it off the side and just don't think about it. That's another way to deal with it. Articulation, ball jointed head, so left and right, a little bit up and down, a little tiny bit of wiggle, not a whole lot. Shoulders on ball joints, you know, forward and back, outward quite a bit thanks to the way it's cut. Bicep swivel, elbows, and his hands can move in, but that's not really helpful and doesn't look good. His waist can swivel. Legs can move forward and back at the hips. Can move outward about this far. Got a thigh swivel, and he's technically got double jointed knees, but the way it is, it acts as a single joint in robot mode, and you got that much hindrance. Or you can move it forward like this and break his leg, but yeah. Anyway, he technically has double jointed knees, but one of the joints is completely useless in the robot mode. It's pretty much the second joint's only there for transformation. I mean, you can do that, but then it just doesn't look good. So I would not do it personally. And he's got nothing in the feet, but they're sculpted for A stance. Yeah. This is a quick comparison, of course, with his teammates. Got Hunger there. Have Rippersnapper, Cutthroat, and of course Blot. My favorite, Blot. You'll see him soon. Don't worry. Yep. Again, robot mode, they look really fantastic together. He's based on Snarl, which is a really good mold. I just think it kind of pales in comparison to these two in particular. I'll get to them a little bit in Blot's review. Yes, well, this is not Blot's review. This is, well, Sinnertwin's review. And yes, again, he looks great. I do like it. I think just it's not that he did anything wrong per se. It's just by process of elimination, I guess, he's just kind of the weakest one. Not because he's a bad mold, but just because the other two new Terracons are just plain that good. He's a great mold. It's just the other two outshine him. It's just that simple, really. So I do like him. It's just he's just kind of the weakest one by default, I think, at least in the deluxes. Hunger is kind of a weird. It's a mix between. It's either him or Hunger are the weakest. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I change my mind frequently. Yeah, it's a good robot though. Don't get me wrong. If you like Sinnertwin in general, he's a good, I guess, standalone. But he's just a good figure in general. I just really like him, and I think a lot of other people too. And I think a lot of people will be happy when they get him, and they'll actually, enjoy having these guys separated, not just in Abominus. So, yeah, he's good. If you can find him, pick him up. Real quick thing, I actually forgot to do this during the review. The card, it's nice artwork again, and well. This is the Vector Sinnertwin, and tears holes in the time stream with his claws. That's pretty useful. But yeah, I just kind of forgot that. Sorry. So that's that for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. And I should see you next time with another video review.